From undecided voters. The stakes are high. The viewing audience is.
Don't forget, y'all, tonight, the debate.
The political team is in place to start
round two.
Beginning with NBC's Peter Alexander. He's inside the debate venue at Hofstra University on Long Island. Peter, good evening.
Brian, good evening to you. 82 undecided voters picked from here in New York's Nassau County will share this set with the president and Mitt Romney tonight, and nothing is left to chance. The president will be introduced first. That was determined by a coin toss, and Mitt Romney will get the night's first question. Flanked by advisors, President Obama squeezed in one more short debate prep session this morning in Virginia.
How you feeling about tonight?
I feel fabulous. Look at this beautiful day.
Touching down on Long Island, Governor Mitt Romney also met privately with his team, intent on duplicating his strong first debate showing. Tonight, the president's challenge, rebound from his passive performance nearly 2 weeks ago and stop his opponent's surge. Aides say Mr. Obama will be firm but respectful.
You want to connect directly with that voter and talk to them, and I know the president will, about what we've done and where we've come from, but most importantly, where he sees taking this country over the course of the next 4 years.
The governor's challenge, establish an emotional connection with voters, upending the stereotype that he's out of touch.
People get to know him, really like the guy. And then second, to talk about your policy proposals. He's got a passion for them. The reason he's in this race is to make things better for people. And when he lays that out, it's very compelling.
Earlier today, Romney picked up the endorsement of a town hall debate veteran, past presidential candidate and billionaire Ross Perot. Tonight's town hall will be managed strictly, the temperature set to 65 degrees. And after each question, the audience member's mic will immediately be shut off. Analysts emphasize the importance of tonight's debate for women, with polls showing the president's wide lead among women eroding. It's why the president's advisors say he'll likely bring up Governor Romney's shifting positions on abortion rights, and why the Republican super PAC, founded by Karl Rove, is spending $11 million on ads aimed at women in swing states.
My family can't afford another 4 years like this.
And today, the Romney campaign is responding to questions surrounding Paul Ryan's recent visit to an Ohio soup kitchen. Breakfast was over, but the soup kitchen staff agreed to leave some dirty dishes behind. Ryan's aides say they just wanted to highlight volunteerism and local charities.
Those dishes was already clean. See how they faking you out? Them dishes was already clean. That motherfucker didn't clean no dishes.
Particularly in the crucial battleground of Ohio. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice will be there for Mitt Romney this week, as well as Bill Clinton and Bruce Springsteen, Brian, for the president.
Peter Alexander starting off our coverage tonight.
Watch tonight, y'all.
Our political team, starting with our political director and chief White House correspondent Chuck Todd, also on the grounds of the campus of Hofstra University tonight. Chuck, earlier today you said you could make an argument that we're now entering the most important single 36-hour period of this campaign thus far. Give us a viewer's guide to tonight.
Well, I know that we can be accused of overhyping the moment. This is one of those times we're not overhyping. This is the moment. This is the time you can see this campaign shift. It is not in cement, if you will. Let me tell you what the Romney campaign thinks. They have a huge confidence here. They are acting as if they're the front runner. They believe they have nothing new to do. They plan on ignoring many of the attacks that the president is going to put out at them, they say, and instead try to have a conversation with people. As for the president, aides admit to me he failed to answer the simple question that Ted Kennedy famously couldn't answer, which is, why do you want a second term and what are you going to do? And that's something they plan on doing. But the big target of tonight's debate, Brian, is suburban women. The Romney folks have not peeled them away from the president. You're going to hear the president talk a lot about abortion. You're going to hear Romney talk a lot about pocketbook issues, thinking that's the way to target this specific group.
Chuck Todd out at Hofstra. Chuck, thanks. And now let's go to Andrea Mitchell, our chief foreign affairs correspondent. Andrea, as you know, foreign affairs is the topic of the third and final debate, but there's no law against it coming up tonight. And today, the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, did something critical for the top of the ticket.
She did. She talked about Benghazi. She took the blame. And Republicans tell me that if one of the questioners does not bring up Benghazi tonight, Mitt Romney will find a way to work it in. On the eve of the debate, though, as you pointed out, the Secretary of State in Peru did interviews with all of the networks, trying to let the president off the hook in advance of the debate and take the blame for the administration.
Look, I take responsibility. I'm in charge of the State Department, 60,000 plus people all over the world, 275 posts. The president and the vice president certainly wouldn't be knowledgeable about specific decisions that are made by security professionals. I don't think we want to get into any blame game. I think what we want to do is get to the bottom of what happened, figure out what we're going to do to protect people and prevent it from happening again, and then track down whoever did it and bring them to justice.
Hillary, a major player.
Officials tell me that the president is prepared to take this on tonight, to take responsibility and respond to charges from Romney and from Senate Republicans who say the administration was either incompetent or not anticipating the terror threat. Brian?
Andrea Mitchell, part of our team out at Hofstra tonight. Andrea, thanks all by saying the last debate really did move the numbers, even numbers that were starting to set, if you look at them like cement. By that standard, tonight could move them once again.
It's so important on the upside for the president. If he does really well here, could he restore what he had, which was an edge in this race, or does he fall back even further from having an edge to it being a tight race to maybe getting farther behind? Here's the reality, and the Obama team knows it. They are losing ground on their effort to disqualify Mitt Romney as an alternative to President Obama. So now the president's got to be more forward-looking. Does he have a prescription for what he wants to do with the next 4 years, and can he win that agenda tonight? A lot of confidence in the Romney team. Why? Because they think that people got a second look, and they realize, hey, this is not the guy we're seeing in all those nasty Obama campaign ads. So he's getting that second look, and during that first debate, he did a lot with it.
David, we'll see you here as part of our coverage tonight. David Gregory among those with us tonight. One of it starting at 9 Eastern, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Our NBC News political team will be back, of course, for the post-debate analysis.